How's it going, everybody? In today's video lesson, we're going to learn a popular traditional bagpipe tune called We're No Tae Bide Awa. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a traditional Scottish song, penned by Robbie Burns, but I think the melody is actually a really old traditional melody. I'm not a historian, but I think that's the story. It's a song about wanting to kind of stay up late and party, and it's sort of a rousing Scottish late night drinking song. Okay, often played in Burns suppers, Robbie Burns Day suppers, and Ceilidhs and things like that. All right, it's a very kind of Scottish party song. All right, traditional one. It's also a really popular bagpipe tune. All right, it's a 4/4 march. A lot of pipe bands play it. It's a great little tune. All right. It's not too hard. It's got quite a few embellishments in it, but it's really not too hard of a tune, and it's a pretty short little tune. All right, and it's a nice little fun tune to play. All right. If you don't know all the embellishments in the tune, you can head to the Highland Bagpipe Academy. All right, highlandbagpipe.com. There you can find a free beginner course and a free tune book that this tune is in. And there's also a full course that you're welcome to sign up for as well. All right. So check out the Highland Bagpipe Academy at highlandbagpipe.com. All right. All right. So let's learn this tune, this great little tune. Let's begin with the A phrase. Okay, right from the start, we see there's two little intro notes. All right. That first little low A and the B, those are what we call intro notes. Ba ba. Two little notes right before the tune kind of starts. All right, and with those, just make sure you really hold on to that first low A. All right, dum ba dee da dee da dee do dee dum ba dum. All right. As far as the actual phrase, really slowly, it sounds like this. All right. It's nothing really too hard in there as long as you know how to play all your doublings and everything, and your grips and your throws and all that stuff. There's really not that much I can tell you, other than to keep all your embellishments nice and open. Make sure your grip, make sure you can hear that D grace note in your grip, and make sure when you're playing your doublings, that they're nice and open. All right, and the same with the burl. All right, make sure you play your burl nice like that. All right, a lot of people, their burls sound like that. All right, nice and open. Okay. All right. So really slowly, it would sound like this: 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, so it's not too hard. Again, this is a nice kind of fun, rousing tune. So eventually, you kind of want to be. But obviously, you're a beginner, I'm sure, if you're watching this video. So nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, that's the A phrase. All right. Not too much. Just make sure when you're working on it, you're using a metronome, and really make sure you hold that first slow A. Dum ba dee da dee da 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 dum bum. All right. Okay. That is the A phrase. Let's move on now to the B phrase. All right, and this B phrase, the first thing we have to watch for is we got to make sure we hold that first high A really long. All right. Anytime you see a long note before a grip, you usually got to make sure you hold on to it for a really long time. All right. It's just kind of a bagpipe thing. All right. So like that first bar would be. All right. Ba ba da da dee do da dum. All right, I always say it almost feels like you're falling off a cliff. All right, dum ba dum ba dee do da dum. All right, you're just holding a split second longer than you probably think you should. All right. So again, so that first bar is just. All right. So you just got to make sure, hold that first high A nice and long, and you got to make sure you actually hear that E, or sorry, that D grace note in the grip. All right. I exaggerated a bit there, but if you're a beginner, you should be playing like that, really. All right. If you're a more novice player, all right, you don't need to quite slow it down as much, all right? But make sure you hear that low G, D grace note, low G when you're playing your grips, okay? All right, so that's the first bar. The second bar, not really much, you just make sure you play that F doubling nice and open. All right, and that's about it. Obviously make sure you hold that F after that. The F before the high G. All right, and that's about it. So the whole phrase, you got to watch, you got to hold that high A, and you got to make sure you can hear your grip, and you got to make sure you play that F doubling nice and open, and then hold that F. Okay? All right. That's the entire phrase. Okay? Let's try it slowly. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something else. All right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, when practicing these phrases, if you want, might notice at the end there, I always went up to the high A. I just kind of finished the phrase off. You can do that, okay? You don't need to end on the high G. You can end on the next note that the beat falls on in the next part, okay? You could also even go, you could play those intro notes. If you wanted, going into this, you could go 1, 2, 3. If you wanted to, okay? A lot of people practice either way. Whichever one you prefer is fine, all right? I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I'll do it with intro notes like that. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I start in the middle of the bars to kind of mess with my mind a little bit on purpose, just try to, just for some reason it helps me learn tunes. But there's a million different ways you can do this, is all I'm trying to say. So it's not really a wrong way, but yeah. Try it one more time, all right? And this time, let's try to do the intro with the C doubling and the E up to the high A, all right, for an intro. No, it's into the way we're going to play it. All right? I'm sorry, this is sort of getting confusing. But let's try it with me with intro notes going into the B phrase, all right? 1, 2, 3. All right, okay. That's the B phrase. There's just a couple things to watch for when playing it, but again, just sit down with the metronome, play it a bunch of times, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it. All right. Let's now move on to the C phrase. Okay, this C phrase, we have to watch that first high A, very similar to the B phrase, okay? It's not as long as the high A and the B phrase, but it is still a long note before a grip, all right? So we got to make sure we hold on to it nice and long. All right? Ba-da, ba-da, ba-dum, ba-dee-da-dum. All right? Yeah, not too hard of a phrase. That's really the only thing you really got to watch for. You know, that last strike or tap is on the offbeat. All right, but that's about it. All right, so maybe just try it with me. All right, on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's not really too much to that phrase. All right, that's about it. Again, practice of a metronome, and then let's learn the last phrase, because again, this is a really short tune, the D phrase. All right, this last phrase is actually probably the easiest phrase of the tune. All right, so that's great. It's just dee do da da dee dum. All right, very simple. All right, you know, obviously make sure you play your doublings nice and open. That's about it though. All right, pretty simple phrase. All right. All right, okay. So maybe just try it with me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And you would go back into the start of the tune there, right? All right? It's one of those tunes you probably play a couple times because it's a short little tune. Yeah, so that's We're No Away, Tae Bide Away. Again, not positive I'm saying that entirely correctly. Maybe a Scottish person can correct me. But it's not a word we use a lot, too much in Canada. But it's a great little tune. And I really hope you should learn it. It's a fun little tune. You can play it at burn suppers and things like that. Just a great little march. You can play in parades as well. It's a good job learning that tune. It's an awesome little tune. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you did, please give the video, a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Keeps me making these videos, makes me know that people are actually watching them, because otherwise I have no idea if people enjoy them or like them or whatever. So please, again, like it, share it, subscribe, do all that sort of great stuff. All right. And if you have time, head to the Highland Bagpipe Academy. All right, highlandbagpipe.com. There you can get the free beginner course. You can get the free tune book that has this tune in it, and you can also check out my full course. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in.